keychain, piggy bank. I'm surrounded, even if you poor, you rich. If your mind right, promise every note, get your grind tight. If you see the money, then you see the light. I'll be blowing through it at the speed of light, growing like stalactites. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight, tricks of the trade. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich.
It's going up. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's going up. Get rich. 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 It's going up.
The Nets come into an Eastern Conference contest in this game. We're in Georgia. The Hawks are playing before their hometown crowd here in Atlanta. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Now, here's Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the teardrop. And it's Russell missing. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times. But they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And stolen by Russell. Here's Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Ricochet. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Young looking it over. Buries it down low. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Pass to Thomas. Johnson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Thomas's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Young outside. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Johnson. The 3. And the rejection by Paxton. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Daniels.
That is a really pretty finish, just gently dropped in the finger roll.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Nets still looking like they're getting going. Trailing by 4. The drive by Russell. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Johnson. Offline with his three. Nets trail by 4. The three from Thomas. Okongwu grabs the board. And here's Daniels. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Well, tremendous job on the pull-up jumper, right? D'Angelo Russell taking advantage of what the defense gives him.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Okongwu. And stolen by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. The second effort. Can't capitalize inside. The Hawks lead by 3. Down low. Reza Shea. Excellent D there by Johnson. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's the break. Johnson can't get it to go. Nets trail by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Net substitution. Day'Ron Sharp, Jalen Wilson, Anthony Melton.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Johnson outside. Okongwu a screen. Inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Goes up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Over in the corner, Williams. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Reza Shea. Pass to Clowney. Atlanta with the rebound. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Watford with it and guarded by Capella. Back to Watford. Fires the three. Clowney, good. Clowney's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Back to Niang. The shot. Bank shot. No good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Johnson can't get it to go. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Niang, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. Here's Watford. Outside Wilson. To the inside. Sharp.
And really, this is the role of Capella. To come out, play that strong defense, and alter as many shots as possible. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
1:56 left in the first half. Thomas gets the bucket.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Capella. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Young with the steal. Not loose. Russell with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Claxton throws it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
LeVert with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. LeVert's got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Thomas. To the wing right side. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks leading by 5. Now Young. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Thomas. There's Russell with the 3. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Launches it. It's hauled in by Claxton. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 now.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And that's it. For the first half of action, what's been a very close game here. It's Atlanta. They're up by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Krejci. He has yet to score, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Krejci's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Atlanta.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
It's Russell with the drive. The shot will not fall.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Daniels. Here's Ricochet. The offensive rebound. Nets trailed by 5.
Atlanta foul. His first. Team's first.
And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Team seconds.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Thomas got 5 now.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Pass to Daniel. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. 9 points in the game so far. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. It's Russell with the drive. Outside for Thomas. Johnson, a wide open look. No good from outside. The Hawks leading by 6. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
And there's the call on Ricochet. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Pass to Claxton. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Ricochet with it. Lock at 6. Screen by Capella. The Hawks need to get off the shot here. And that one, good. And now it's an 8-point Atlanta lead.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Claxton, no good. The possibility here of pushing their lead to double digits.
And mentally, I think it makes this an even bigger edge. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game. It's beautiful. To the middle. Here's Russell. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You can see the assertiveness right now of D'Angelo Russell. He welcomes the contact and powers and plays right through it.
DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin. He reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He wants to talk to his guys. Here's Watford. Still yet to score. And Young comes over to help. And here's Johnson outside. Rebound by the Hawks. They get a hand on it. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Atlanta?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Young outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Niang. Here's the three. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. 7-point differential.
You know, an easy basket made possible because the assist was crisp and it was perfectly placed.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Daniels. Pass to LeVert. Stolen by Wilson. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
On the wing, Daniels. Here's LeVert. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Hawks lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 3. Pass to Clowney. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Pass to Wilson. Back to Watford. Kicks it out to Wilson. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Hawks making a switch here. The Hawks leading by 3. And there's the drive. Count it.
Carving through the defense with ease. I love watching Young slam on the Jets. Pin knife inside.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Hawks down. His first.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Clowney. Here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Karis LeVert. First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Johnson. And the Hawks with possession here. 3-point lead. Young. Rizachet wide open. Misses the wing J.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Clowney. No good. That would have tied it. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Johnson driving in. And yes, it's good. And it's 7 points for Johnson.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Johnson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
A nice shot by Young.
Creativity and shot-making ability to spare. Trae Young is getting loose tonight.
Outside Wilson. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Watford. Back to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Inside. The kick out to Young. Oh, good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Watford. Here's Johnson. Rebound, Atlanta. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Swiped it away. Sharp with it. Okongwu covering. Now Watford. To the left wing. To tie it up. Good on the three-point shot. Brownie's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During that break, listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. He's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense. And on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys.
Thanks, David. To take the lead. And there's the call on Rizachet. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And Brooklyn making a change here. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Pass to Johnson. Back to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. There's Williams. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Young. .58 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Johnson the screen. Yes!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Pass to Daniel. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. Johnson inside. Now Thomas. And So the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Lifespan, I got it on and no helping hand. Serving and spitting. Businessman, I move like an entrepreneur. So I ain't got the time for no. I cannot take a detour, cause I'm trying to make it to Forbes. If it ain't about the dollars, I'm bored. I'm plugged in the game like a cord. Be in a Honda. If you see me, just keep moving forward. Cause I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. Never no stack. It's all about the give and go. I'm in business mode. Yeah, I'm in business mode. The way that I'm dropping, you can never stop the flow. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. You can never stop the flow. I'm in business mode. 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 Yeah.
Who's gonna topple the king? Go for the knees, then go for the. Don't miss or your campaign is over. So long, adieu, say sayonara. Who's gonna topple the king? Better all the knights, all the bishops. No one draws a sword, says a prayer. King Moose is gonna move strong against you. King Moose is 5 steps ahead of.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now here's Ingram. These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
From outside the arc, Dick gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside Burks. And he buries his first look.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane and finish?
Now Grady Dick. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Ingram with the ball. Now Burks defending. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Ware.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Back to Dick. All sorts of time. That shot off.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Dick to the paint. Kicks it out to Barron. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Ingram's got 5 points.
Yeah, the fluid shooting motion of Ingram makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
Here's Wiggins. Outside Burks. Pass to Adebayo. Off the mark there with a 3. The Raptors with a lead. Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him, anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. No good with the triple. Heat trailed by 3. Hero with the bucket. Hero's gotten his second bucket.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Hick gets the bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Hero, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
On target from range. Give him 8 points now.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Heat trailed by 6. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Greg.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. 54 seconds left in the first quarter here. The 3 from Mitchell. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Now here's Ingram. Give him 8. Uses the glass on the layup. Ingram's got 10 points.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Love. Pass to Larson. And here's Adebayo. Love for 3. No good that time. Here's Abaji. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for the Raptors. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, brother.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Hero, no good. Raptors lead by 4. And here's Ingram. Three-pointer. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Now here's Robinson. Back to Hero. hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Hero's got 6.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment and somehow still gets it to go.
Up top, Dick. He's got 5. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Rebound, Miami. And here's the fast break. Lets it go from deep. Barnes with the rebound. And it's the Raptors with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Misses the 3. Toronto leading by 5. Here's Barrett, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
Here's Hero. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 10 points for him.
Boy, forget about keeping it simple. He went for the high degree of difficulty on that lay-in.
It's Barrett on the wing. Here's Abaji. Back to Barrett. Counted. Barrett's gotten his second bucket of the game.
This guy's a bucket getter. R.J. Barrett finds a way to capitalize on the interior. He's got the size to get it done.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Heat trail by 7. Here's Hero. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Brady Dick picks one up.
Yeah, you never want to send Hero to the line. Tyler's led the league in free throw shooting.
And so Hero nails both of them.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Dick. Fires from deep. Rebound Miami. 1:53 left in the second period. Wiggins from long range. Not going to go that time. Toronto leading by 5. Pass to Abaji. Down low. On the wing, Brady Dick. Barnes a screen. To the inside. Crafty move. Count that bucket.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes in his element. He's so confident in the paint.
Here's Hero. Doesn't go for him. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. To the middle. Nice move. Kicks it out to Barrett. Back to Ingram. Adebayo grabs the board.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Burks. Wiggins outside. Oh, Wiggins! Bullseye with the 3.
Well, right now, Andrew Wiggins understanding in the catch and shoot, they can't guard him.
.30 seconds left in the first half. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw.
At the line for your Raptors.
And he sinks the second. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Burks. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Barrett with it. Ingram up top. Shot from the wing. And it's in. Off the glass. Ingram's got 6 here in the quarter.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Toronto out in front, up by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat, trailing by 5. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First game foul.
Hero outside. Over quickly. Hero no good. Toronto leading by 5. Ingram up top. Going inside. Pass to Abaji. 5 to shoot. There's a screen. Back to Ingram. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Heat trail by 5. Hero outside. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Yes, it's good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Well, Emmanuel quickly is a combo guard who impacts both sides of the ball, Doris.
There's no question about it. He's a floor spacer. He can create for himself or his teammates. And defensively, longer than you think and very mobile.
His eyes open wide. Adebayo knew he had a chance to do something special.
Heat trail by 3. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
The Raptors making a switch here. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Heat trail by 5. Here's Burks. And Ingram with the block.
I know they love to see Ingram make big plays on defense, and that's the energy they want from him.
Good.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
And it's Miami's ball. It's Hero on the take. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
Raptors lead by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Great open look there. Dick's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Here's Robinson. Some solid defense from Barrett. Outside Barnes. And Alec Burks gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Here's Ingram. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Abaji. Nifty move.
With a wingspan over 7 feet, Adebayo is a hard guy to score on.
Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto leading by 7. Outside Dick. There's a screen. Back to Ingram. Inside. Dick with it. He's guarded by Hero. The 3. Dick gets the bucket. Dick's got 14.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give them a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Left side Ingram. Tries to spin move. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to Ware. Hero on the wing. There's the 3. And he goes in for the dunk.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave no doubt.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A switch here. To the inside. Battle's shot is good. Battle's got his first 2 points.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now? 4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Barrett. Pass to Barnes. Oh, sweet move. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Wow, shake the building with that finish, Scotty Barnes. My goodness.
Here's Hero. And he drops it in from the low post. Heroes got 20. Raptors lead by 8. Ingram up top. Shot from the top of the key. Unable to get that one. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Up top, Hero. Pass to Larson. Now Hero. Clock at 4. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Here's Dick. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Certainly, he has the ability to take over games. Dick's doing it early in his career.
Up top, Hero. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Barrett. And it's good. 2 points.
This guy's such an instinctive scorer. R.J. Barrett goes to the floater game.
Pass to Anderson. Here's Highsmith. Albaji with a rebound. Raptors lead by 9. Dick with it. Now Burks defending. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Switch here. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Wiggins. Oh, look at Wiggins rising inside.
Now, this guy can do it anytime he wants. Andrew Wiggins with broad shoulders to carry the load there.
Outside for Ingram. Launches it. Oh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Maybe a little overconfidence, trying to go big instead of taking the sure thing.
Fires the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat trail by 10. Hero outside. Back to Wiggins. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Adebayo. 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Toronto leading by 10. Barrett with it. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Raptors.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Brandon Ingram.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor. Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
First team foul.
I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Wiggins. Now Adebayo. Covered by Ingram. Here's Wiggins. Oh my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home! And so Toronto takes the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.